The G.I. Joe that we have right here is codename Repeater. So this is his file guard. He is a Steadicam machine gunner, or let's just say a heavy weapons specialist. So the other heavy weapons specialists that we know of would be Roadblock and Rock and Roll. So this is already the third figure that I got from Dallas Vintage Toys. Actually, the first two that I already made a review on would be Hit and Run and Lieutenant Falcon. So this is my third Joe with Dallas Vintage Toys, and luckily I was able to get this figure loose. Still a pre-loved toy, or this one already had a previous owner and was sold to them, but it was quite in good condition with complete accessories. But the figure would still have a little bit of wear and tear on the unit, especially on the elbow area, that small little crack over there. But still, it is still a figure that you could play with. But this one is really mostly for nostalgia or memorabilia purposes, because this is the figure that I wanted to have when I was a kid in grade school. That's it. So if you're familiar with the Sigourney Weaver movie, in the second Aliens movie, then you would be familiar with this weapons system, which one of the Space Marines, actually two of them, were using or carrying. There were two weapon specialists at that movie who were carrying this kind of weapon. So my fascination with Repeater was because of the Sigourney Weaver Alien movie. So this is the third Joe that I have that sports a military look. So the first two, of course, would really have that decked out military look on them. And this one is a deviation from the green that I previously reviewed. So these two guys are in jungle greens, while this guy is in desert camouflage pattern with that urban environment design, this camo pattern. So I didn't know what they were thinking with regards to whether he's a desert trooper or he is an urban specialist. That's why the camouflage is that pattern. Because I know that from the 1980s, this pattern was primarily used with in urban environments. So just something to think about. But the colors primarily are for desert, but the bag and the vest is for jungle. That's jungle greens actually. Now this figure really has a very good gun, but what this figure lacks is a ammunition feeding system, because the heavy weapon does not have a belt fed mechanism that runs towards the back of the figure towards this bag that would possibly feed ammunition to that weapon system. So he just came with this gun with no ammo. We have pouches on this figure, on the vest of this figure. So those are ammo vests. Ammunition pouches, I mean. But those ammunition pouches are not meant for this heavy weapon. So, well, this is a toy that was made in the 1980s. Present toys really come with that belt-fed ammunition that would run towards the backpack of the figure. Now, the other figure that I know that has a ammunition belt that runs towards the backpack of the figure would be the Rock and Roll figure, the one that sports the quad miniguns. but repeater only has this heavy weapon, single-barreled heavy weapon. So still, even if he lacks that thing, look at that display piece. So still a cool looking figure by modern standards, still a good looking figure. Now with regards to my customizing this one in 12-inch or 1:6 scale, that is a work in progress, because I'm still trying to look for a system like this, that steady cam system, wherein the machine, the heavy weapon would be sitting on the belt system of a figure like this. But if I was if a heavy weapon specialist, not a machine gunner, but if I was a heavy weapon specialist, I wouldn't want to fire or carry my weapon this way. I would always, if ever I would fire my weapon, that machine gun, I would rather have my machine gun on a bipod and with me lying prone, because if I was to fire this weapon, I need to be in a standing position, which makes me prone to being fired upon by the enemy. So getting hit, that's a high probability. Let's give it a 99.99%. But with just having to consider just for a toy piece like this, then that is a very cool design. So if you like this video, like, comment, and subscribe.